For those who only need to access the Schengen regions to switch between modes of transportation, a transit visa is required. There are two types of transit Schengen visas: airport transit Schengen visa, transit Schengen visa for seafarer. Hi explorers, welcome back to my channel. I share travel information on visa processing, immigration and travel tips. Consider subscribing if you are new, and don't forget to like if you find these informations helpful. What is an airport transit Schengen visa? An airport transit Schengen visa is a permit designated for travelers that have to change flights at a Schengen airport. It enables them to stop and wait in the international transit area of a Schengen airport for their flights to their destination country. However, this visa does not permit its holder to leave the international transit area of an airport even if the traveler has to wait overnight. Please note that if you need to transit through more than one airport within the Schengen area, you are no longer eligible for an airport transit visa. You should instead apply for a regular Schengen visa, C-type. This happens because flights between two or more Schengen countries are considered to be domestic flights, even if they are undertaken for transit purposes. You will also have to apply for a regular Schengen visa, C-type, in case you need to leave the airport in order to take your flight in another airport within the same country. What is the difference between airport transit visa and transit visa? While the airport transit visa allows its holder to travel through the international zone of the Schengen country airports without entering the Schengen country area, the transit visa, which allows its holder to transit within no more than 5 days through more than one Schengen country by car, coach or plane on the way to a non-Schengen country. Do I need an airport transit Schengen visa? The nationals of the following countries need an airport transit visa when passing through the international transit area of any Schengen country airports: Afghanistan, Bangladesh, the Democratic Republic of the Congo, Eritrea, Ethiopia, Ghana, Iran, Iraq, Nigeria, Pakistan, Somalia, Sri Lanka. In addition, more Schengen states have added some extra countries to the list of those who need an airport transit visa when traveling through the airports. Following the list of the Schengen states and the countries, the nationals of which need a transit visa when passing through their airports: Austria, Syria, Belgium, Dominican Republic, Guinea, Guinea-Bissau, Nepal, South Sudan, Sudan, Syria, Yemen, Palestinian. A transit visa is required for only holder of ordinary passport. All the countries on the screen are the countries that need visa. You can pause and look at it. You can pause the video while checking it out. A transit visa is required even for a holder of a diplomatic passport from Guinea. A transit visa is not required for sea crew members holding a seafarer identity document as per the International Labour Organization (ILO) Seafarers Identity Document Convention number 108 1958 or 185 2003, the Convention on Facilitation of International Maritime Traffic, Fourth Convention, and French national laws. A transit visa is required for individuals traveling from an airport in any of the countries on the screen. A transit visa is required for only holders of a travel document for Palestinian refugees: Germany, India, Jordan, Lebanon, Mali, South Sudan, Sudan, Syria, Turkey. A transit visa is not required if you hold a Jordan passport for another travel document equivalent in addition to a valid travel visa for Australia, Israel, or New Zealand, and a confirmed flight ticket to the country in question, or you are returning to Jordan after an authorized stay in one of the Schengen countries and hold a confirmed flight ticket to Jordan, the onward flight must leave within 12 hours after your arrival in all the aforementioned countries on the screen. A transit visa required for holders of ordinary passports from 80 issued from September 1st, 2021. Switzerland, Cuba, Syria, Turkey, airport transit Schengen visa exempt categories. You may be exempt from the airport visa requirement even if you belong to any of the aforementioned countries if you hold a diplomatic passport. If you are a family member of a citizen of the EU, EEA, or Switzerland, if you hold a valid passport, a valid visa issued by a Schengen state, a member state of the European Union, or the European Economic Area, Canada, Japan, or the United States, or hold a valid resident permit issued by a Schengen state, a member state of the European Union or the European Economic Area, the Principality of Andorra, Canada, Japan, Republic of San Marino, or the United States. If you are a flight crew member national of a contracting party of the Chicago Convention on International Civil Aviation. What documents are required when applying for a Schengen visa? The required documents to apply for an airport transit Schengen visa are as follows: visa application form, a regular short stay visa application form, fully completed, printed and signed at the end, 2 recent photos taken within the last 3 months and according to the requirements of the Schengen visa photo, valid passport with at least 2 blank pages in order to be able to affix the visa sticker in it. It must be no older than 10 years and with validity. Documents related to the onward journey to the final destination, return flight ticket, reservation showing the ongoing travel to a third country, visa issued by the country of your travel destination, travel insurance that covers any medical emergency with a minimum of €30, proof of paid visa fee which costs the same as a short stay visa. What is transit Schengen visa for seafarer? A transit Schengen visa for seafarer is a permit for a seaman to disembark in one of the Schengen seaports. It enables them to leave their vessel at a Schengen seaport and remain there for a limited period until they get their next means of transport to a non-Schengen country. Do I need a transit Schengen visa for seafarer? You will need a transit visa for seafarer if you are the national of the third world country to which the visa requirement applies and you intend to join a vessel that is or will be in the Schengen port, transfer from one vessel to another, vessel that is or will be docked in a Schengen port, disembark due to end of the contract, sickness, repatriation, urgent family matters, holidays, and so on. What documents are required when applying for a transit Schengen visa for a seafarer? The required documents to apply for a transit Schengen visa for seamen are as follows: visa application form duly filled in and signed by the applicant, 2 recent passport size photos according to the criteria of the Schengen visa application photos, valid passports issued within the last 10 years and valid for 3 more months beyond your planned departure from the Schengen territory, copies of your passport data pages, original and photocopy of seaman's book, letter from the inviting shipping company issued by the inviting shipping company in the Schengen country in which the seafarer will disembark, Travel medical insurance valid for all Schengen countries with a minimum coverage of €30,000 for all health emergencies, including repatriation in case of death, flight reservation if applicable, employment contract with the navigation company or ship in order to board the ship, proof of paid visa fee. How to apply for a transit Schengen visa. To apply for a transit Schengen visa, the following steps listed in the given order. Check if you are required to hold this visa. Complete the application form, collect the required documents, attend your appointment to submit the required documents, pay the fee. The fee for a transit visa is €60. Check the list of Schengen visa fee, since you may have to pay a reduced fee instead or no fee at all. Where to submit the transit Schengen visa application. You will have to submit the transit Schengen visa application at the representative visa authority of the country where the airport or seaport where you will change flight vessel is located. This representative authority may be the embassy of the country where the airport or seaport is located, the consulate, a visa center of a third party to which the country has outsourced visa submission, the embassy or consulate of another country to which this country has outsourced visa submission. When to apply for a transit Schengen visa. Submit your transit Schengen visa application at least 15 days prior to your trip to the Schengen zone. It is highly recommended to submit your application as soon as possible, though you cannot do it more than 3 months prior to your planned departure date. How long does it take to get a transit Schengen visa? You will receive an answer on your transit Schengen visa application within 2 weeks approximately. In case of specific or extraordinary situations, this period may extend up to 30 or 60 calendar days. That is why you are highly suggested to lodge your application well in advance. However, you still cannot submit an application more than 3 months prior to your trip. How long is the transit Schengen visa valid for? An airport transit Schengen visa is valid for 24 hours and only in the international transit area of a Schengen airport. If you need to leave this area or to remain there longer than 1 day, then you will have to apply for a regular Schengen visa instead. On the other hand, a transit Schengen visa for seafarer permits its holder to stay a maximum of 5 days in the Schengen territory before leaving the Schengen area. If you find this video helpful, don't forget to like, share, leave a comment and subscribe if you have not. Thank you for watching. Bye.